So in this video we're going to continue on with the equation-driven curve. We put the curve in. We fixed it. We had to actually take off a constraint between the curve and that point at the end of the radial line there, or the base circle. So, and if with these equation-driven curves, if you just left-click on them, you get the equations back and the range back and so on. So it says it's fully defined. What would happen now if we went to put in a tangency constraint between this radial line and that curve, it would actually come back and say it's overdefined. So anyways, we do have that curve now, so we can just go ahead and add in the construction line as we did before from the center, and we'll just move along this edge here until we get that intersection symbol and come out here coincident to the pit circle back here, and then we want to again create this perpendicular bisector right there, and the angle as before is simply going to be 360 divided by 66, which is this number of space and plus the number of teeth. And this time it actually is showing that as fully defined. And so we'll go ahead and do the mirror. For the mirror, we want to grab the radial line in the spline and mirror about this perpendicular bisector. And so now we can go ahead, we'll get out of the sketch, and I'll pick this inside curve, and we'll extrude that 3/8 of an inch. Pick the sketch, hit the extrude again, and under selected contours we'll select that. This will be through all. Okay, and put the fillet in as before. It's 1/16 inch fillet. Okay. We could go ahead and put the hole in. I'm just going to go ahead and do the circular pattern, picking the last two things there. And for the okay, so you have the teeth, so that works well as seen, the curve that we created passes through all the points that we had created the other way that we made the gear. So just one other point I'll make is that notice that we used first we used the sketch that with just the D-denim circle to create the boss, the initial extrusion, and then we used the same sketch to create the tooth, then added the fillet, and then did the circular pattern. Notice the hand underneath the sketch. So that hand means that the sketch is shared. In other words, it's being used by more than one feature. And that's just as a reminder. Suppose if you, for some reason, you have a whole bunch of features or something, and you go to delete the feature, and then you see the sketch and you delete the sketch as well. Well, the hand is just reminds you that it's actually being used by other things as well. So anyways, I think this wraps up the this series of videos on creating this 5.5 pitch diameter gear.